and welcome to the Ninth Gear Podcast, where we talk about everything Formula One and nothing else. Today we're looking for the ninth gear. With me looking today are Carlos, Oscar, Daniel, and myself, Gilberto. Wrong one. There we go. Japan. Wow. I mean, I again only heard from radio. Kimi Antonelli, youngest driver ever to lead a world championship. I
At
think
19,
it was
right?
Crazy.
Yeah, no, it's insane. I think it could have been George Russell's day. That Bearman Colapinto incident, whatever you want to
Well,
say.
we are driving through shit. Let's start. Let's go. Whoa, wait. There's like 3 topics that we could have just talked about.
I don't think it was going to be George's day. I think
No?
it could have been Piastri's day.
You think so?
Piastri
You
was
could have
ahead. He
day
was
over
pulling away.
George's.
He was almost 2 seconds ahead of George. George just stopped putting up a fight, it seemed like. And then
You think he quit?
no, I don't think he
Wait.
quit. I just think he didn't have the tires to
Yeah,
keep
because
going.
he got called. He didn't get called in. He actually said box, and decided to go into the pit.
Do you think that Antonelli has a benefit having Hamilton's old engineering crew where Russell doesn't have the experience
No.
of the crew on his side?
No.
No?
I think that
Because Hamilton's crew has a lot of wins.
yeah, but I don't see them making mistakes. This is just unfortunate timing.
Yeah,
I mean,
literally unlucky.
And it
crash.
could have been, you could have made the argument. Look, he had Kimi coming up, so it's like, should you box to cover off Piastri or not? You just don't know.
What was the order? My bad. What was the order at the time of the safety car before Russell pitted in?
Before Russell? So it was Piastri first, Russell second.
And then
the Piastri pitted, then
and then
4
Russell.
laps later, George pitted. This is lap 22, and then on lap 22, Ollie Bearman into the wall.
Crash into the wall.
Okay. Was it Colapinto's fault?
I don't think it was, but
I think it's the regulations
cause the crash, but it wasn't necessarily his fault. But he went out into his space. He forced Bearman to have to move or crash into him.
I think there was space. Honestly, I think it was
marginal. There was space, but he overreacted. He definitely overreacted.
Had he had the time, I think he could have.
Not just time, but he was coming in too hot too.
Yeah, so there was space. Yeah. However, the space happened on this little curve. Mm-hmm. So the fact that Colapinto was, not exactly, on the right-hand side of the track meant that he had this super narrow angle, and then he had to turn. It would have been an insane achievement to make it through and stay on track. I don't think it is not Bearman's fault by any means. I don't think it's even Colapinto's fault. I think it's 100% on the regulations. You shouldn't have a dude in 4th gear going 170 kilometers an hour and a guy in 7th or 8th gear going 270 kilometers an hour. That's just dumb.
That's not the first time that's happened in F1. Whether someone stopped in the middle of the road, whether someone spun out, that's not super.
That's the thing, but that didn't happen.
Well, I know,
the dude is racing flat out, and that's the difference.
Yeah, but that's happened before without the regulations.
Oh,
what's the excuses then?
Well, that's just, hey, I had a problem on my car. It is a thing that is not supposed to happen. This is him going flat out in these regulations, and you have almost 100 kilometers an hour difference. This can happen way more often because it's meant to be this way.
It can.
And they would change it for quali, and I think I saw Carlos Sainz complaining about this, where they changed it for quali for safety, and but they said for the racing they were going to keep it the same because it's more entertaining. But I don't know. I don't know if the drivers need to speak out more. People are saying that
They've
Russell's
been
not going
saying
to
a
speak
lot.
out because
Russell. won't.
yeah, but like it's one thing
won't.
saying it in the media, and then it's another thing saying it in like the drivers' meetings with like the FIA. So I
No
don't.
Mercedes driver is going to say it in any room, whether it's in with the media or with the FIA.
Yeah, but
No
what
Mercedes
what
driver is going
leading
to do it.
team would have? This isn't
Yeah,
a
no,
Mercedes
none.
thing. This is
No,
a
yeah,
leading
exactly.
team.
A lot of
Yeah.
people
No.
also said Carlos on the. If the roles were reversed, it'd be Russell who's complaining, and Carlos being like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah,
Complaints here. I think they need to fix things maybe, but I like everything. No, I agree. With that, I have a question. Do y'all think that it's worth the racing has been more interesting, intriguing, high intensity. Is it worth losing 3 or 4 of your big drivers next year because they're pissed off about the regulations if the racing itself is more intense and people like it more when it comes to the racing? Or is it all about the drivers and if they lose 3 or 4, people just stop?
No one's liking the racing from
I like the
what I
racing.
see.
Oh no, I like the racing.
Yeah.
Really?
Racing's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Regardless of,
I
you don't like
think
it because of the
the
people that are
purists
winning and
definitely
losing.
don't. No.
Yeah,
I
but-
have nothing to
Purist
do with
either,
that.
Papa,
Did
but
you like-
still.
I think the purist fans do not like it
So did you?
whatsoever. They don't like the fact that they know that it's
Yeah.
not, Leclerc's passing Russell because he has a better car, or he's passing Russell because he's having this like insane move, or it's like no, he's passing Russell because Russell has no battery and Leclerc does.
Well, that doesn't mean that there aren't insane moves with it. I mean, the fighting going back and forth,
No.
whether you call it yo-yoing or not, it's still much more interesting than nothing fucking happening in races, which was happening the last 5 or 6 years.
So I wouldn't say 5 or 6 years because I think that the very start of the ground effect era was really good. It was not great in terms of competition because I feel like Red Bull definitely dominated that. But that very first season, it was Ferrari, Red Bull head to head, Max, Leclerc going at it, and they did that for the first half of that season, and then the Red Bull just
Took
Took
blew it
off.
away. But yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like it started off really good. I again, this is the problem that F1 has is like, how do you get these overtakes in racing and wheel to wheel racing without artificially engineering it?
Without KERS or DRS or a
I was gonna
boost
say,
button
it was just
or
DRS
push to
before.
pass. But IndyCar
I mean,
also
the
has
purity
push to
of it-
pass, and people also complain about push to pass. Like it's I think it's something that, like Oscar was saying, I think purists want F2, but at the highest level where people have the different chassis, the different engine. But I think because of the way F1 is, because of the way it tries to sell itself to other manufacturers, and because the manufacturers pushing for electric, the FIA is also trying to push for that. So I could see in like, and I think I don't know who I was talking to, but the fuels are getting more and more efficient. Like I feel like you could have a fuel mixture that could be like 0 carbon emission or whatever, and then go back to
Well, that's what it
V10s
is.
or
The fuels
V8s.
are getting to that point.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm pretty sure they are
Mhm.
at that point. So it's just I don't understand the
Yeah.
need to go to this hyper electrification thing where it needs to be 50-50. It's like, okay, you want a hybrid? Okay, do hybrid. We had hybrid, but
Mhm.
why go to this 50-50? I don't get it. But
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's the money.
Okay, so my question was never answered though. Do you think that it's what's better for the long run, not for us, but for the FIA, for the F1, when it comes to money, because that's what they want. Are they going to make more money in the future by getting these regulations, keeping them racing's more exciting, but the top drivers just quit next year, or keeping the top drivers by changing the regulations so they're happy?
do you think that the same number of people are going to tune in if Lewis retires and Max retires and Alonso retires?
I think Alonso
Just
may
those
not be
three,
in that
just those,
equation as much anymore, but
just
I think so.
people
'Cause
would still, yeah,
Yeah,
they still would.
rookies are
The
exciting.
sport's already there.
I think Netflix has done a great job of putting poster boys of F1 on there, and if they get rid of their F1 poster boys, I think there will be a drop.
I
But
definitely
the
see
rookies are
that.
great. The rookies are very interesting.
I definitely see, but it's like I don't know. I don't want to compare it to the NFL, but it's like when people retire, new people come in. I think the difference is that these people would be getting pushed out completely because they're just done with F1, which happens. Like what's his name? I forgot his name. The old guy that was in a wreck in the Nürburgring, and his face was all messed up, and they made a movie about
Oh,
it.
the rat, the mouse, Nicky
Niki
Niki Lauda.
Lauda
Nicky Lauda.
left Formula One because he became delusioned with the sport. He was just like, yeah, I kind of just, race in circles, and that's kind of it. And so he left, and then he came back 2 years later. But yeah, I think I'm getting off topic. I think there'd be a drop, but maybe
I agree.
yeah. And then
Yeah,
I
I
think
think there'd be a big drop at first.
the FIA, because of safety, maybe this is just what I'm saying, could fix. And I think they've talked about changing the regulations already, right? Or I don't know.
They were reviewing
They
them. I read.
yeah, they're reviewing it. I think that they understand that this is not a long-term solution.
Yeah.
And that you just have way too many people publicly speaking out about it, be it, journalists or Max or other racers. So, yeah, I mean, just no one's gonna, like cars slowing down at the end of the straight. That's supposed to be your fastest point, and you hit the brakes hard and you as late as possible, and you dive bomb it, and like see who has the biggest balls, and you just don't have that as much.
Yeah.
I feel like this isn't regulations change all the time. Maybe this
Yeah.
is a big one, but there's people like Alonso that has gone through how many regulation changes, and he's not bitching like Verstappen or
Yes, he
threatening
is.
to leave. Yeah, but after how many years of different changes? I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but he
Like he's
is
gone through
bitching
how
about
many regulation
this.
changes? I know, but the rookies aren't going to leave. They're going to stay. Verstappen doesn't have how much does he have? 7 years, 8 years? How long has he been in F1?
Max,
I think he's
Ooh,
leaving. I think he's gonna leave.
2016,
2016.
17,
Yeah.
Okay, so he
I
has
don't
like
know.
8
10
years.
years.
How much does Alonso have?
It's 2026, bro. It's 10 years.
Okay, how much does Alonso have?
Like 20.
Beginning of
02.
20. So he's gone
He
through
left
so
for
much
2
more
years.
regulations where now this is like his 9th regulation. Okay, fine. Maybe he's tired of it. Maybe he's done with it. But like regulations are part of the sport. The changes are part of the sport. In 10 years, if this stays, people aren't going to be bitching about how it is. They're going to be bitching about the next regulation.
Well, in
Okay,
10
so
years.
if you let's change. Let's put it into context, a different context. So you have soccer, and the rules in soccer change sometimes.
Drastically different, though. That's apples to oranges, and you know that. Pick something else.
Okay, but
Pick something else. That's apples to oranges, and we know
no.
that.
So it's like, what happens if all of a sudden you can, sometimes just smack the
That's
ball
not
down?
true. That is apples to oranges, and you know that. This is not a fair conversation to discuss.
Dude,
Pick
the
another
thing is,
sport.
the spirit of the sport is not included in these
But the
regulations.
spirit of the
And
sport in soccer is that nothing changes. The spirit in the sport of F1 is innovation.
A lot
That
changes
is
in
part of the
soccer
spirit of
year
F1.
to year.
Innovation, regulation, changing, and advancing. Soccer never has that because soccer doesn't change aside from have a camera see if it actually went in or not.
okay, but
No.
does innovation go
And
forward
what
or
else has changed in
backwards?
soccer, Carlos?
Does
Handball regulations.
Okay, great.
VAR
What was the?
That
You
has
could grab it before with the hand, I guess.
offside
offside?
rules?
Offsides. Offsides might be the biggest ones. And how many
corner
changes have there
kicks
been there?
sometimes.
All right, we're reaching, but I'll give it to you. That's fine. But drastically different.
I
No,
think
and I understand that F1 is supposed to be for innovation, but
Yeah.
innovation goes forward and not backwards. And I don't think not being able to make it to the end of a straight going full speed is going forwards.
Only one didn't. The rest did.
I think people could fix it. Like I think if you could have the regulations you have now, but you get rid of super clipping, I think that'd be like okay, like it works now ish. Because I feel like super clipping's probably
So
the
how do you do
biggest
that?
issue. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, dog. Like, like it's not up to me to figure out.
Come
I
on,
think
give us
the
an option.
FIA need to like get together with engineers and see what's actually feasibly possible. Because I don't know what goes into making these regulations in the first place. But if part of the regulations was like, oh yeah, they'll get to the end and then they'll slow down, dude, it's gonna be amazing. Like they're pitching this to like all these manufacturers and they're like, yeah, you know what? He's got a point. Like No, I think maybe didn't these set of regulations change? Like I might be making this up, but I swear to God, this set of regulations like changed twice before they actually came through to the final regulations. And I
Yeah.
don't know if that's typical all the time, but yeah.
I'm sure that they always take input from the teams. I'm sure it was a little louder this time, but not I'm sure. It was a little louder this time than in most. So they probably did have to take more into account in terms of feedback from the teams than they typically do. So
Yeah.
I don't think it was normal, but I'm
I
sure
should be
there are
clear.
iterations to it.
I'm playing devil's advocate. There should be
I know.
regulations.
No, yes. Yes. Yes, we know.
Okay.
If there's a way where they can fix it, I mean, I think it'd be like more like DRS where people hated DRS because it's also
Yeah.
like artificial. You get DRS trains and no one it essentially would be like just take out the DRS and you would have almost the same outcome, I feel like, when it's supposed
Okay,
to
but
help overtaking.
if I may, this is where I do think that people will just get used to it unless the drivers make a change. When I got into the sport, DRS was normal to me. People that had watched it before might be like, "Yo, DRS ruined the sport." To me, that was normal. So I got into it and I was like, "This is great." The people that are gonna get into F1 in 2 years, this is gonna be their normal. So while everyone now is bitching, they're gonna be like, "This is great." And then it's gonna happen again in 10 years and in 15 years and in 10 years and in 15 years. It's just, are we just old people now?
The thing is, do you think as many people would get into it and like it the way you liked it when you got into it? If
Probably not.
everyone's complaining about it,
Well,
and
the thing is, when I got into it, there was a star. Is there a star right now?
there's always been a star. Yeah,
Yeah.
Max.
Is No, but Max isn't a
No.
star right now.
Dude,
Is my
Kimi.
point.
Oh,
And
and
last year wasn't.
Kimi.
I guess.
Kimmy's the one that the young
No.
star
I'm
coming
not
up, and
fair.
Lando's the more established current world champion.
But there's always going to be a world champion every year. I'm not saying that as a star. I'm saying like an icon of the sport. Hamilton was the
Leclerc.
icon of the sport, and then Verstappen was
Max.
the icon of the sport.
Yeah.
Is he
Kimi,
still
dude.
the icon of the sport? Yes, but like, do you think Kimi will?
I don't know, dude, but like I'm
For
telling
Italy
you,
right
if,
now, yeah.
if Kimi
For Italy right now,
if
definitely.
Kimi keeps on winning the way he
Yeah.
did today, I mean, safety car, whatever, but like if he keeps on winning the way he did today, I think he could very easily become like a staple in his second year, going into his third. People being like Kimi, because Kimi has been talked about since
For a
he
while now,
was,
yeah.
like since people have known about him, because not me, because I don't
Like
keep
16,
up with like kids who
15.
go to karting and then all that stuff or whatever. Like Lando showing up at the FIA awards at like 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? But like I think Kimi could be that guy. Like if you're just getting into Formula 1 next year and Kimi wins out world championship, now you have the current new world championship with the new car who dominates the sport. But I mean, I don't know if that could happen because Max is gonna leave. But
But is he though?
I think so.
Percent chance he leaves.
If
100?
you watch my video, I think that's the one thing that he can say that he'll do, dude. Did y'all just out
I
of
mean, I think he
curiosity?
might leave for another team.
Yeah. No, I think the only thing that's for sure is that he can leave Red Bull and then join another
Yeah, and he's
team,
going to where?
maybe.
He's
But
not.
Mercedes.
He's not going to be third.
Better?
He's going to go to
he
Mercedes.
has to be first, I think.
Oh no, he has to be either third or fourth by a certain point in the season.
I thought that was last year. But
So I think it was third last year and it's fourth this year.
okay.
Yeah,
He's
it
already way
alternated
ahead of
it.
those.
It was it
Yeah,
was
he's like-
alternating. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's something like that.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, currently 9th, losing to Gasly.
That's so
Yeah.
rough, dude. That fight with Gasly was upsetting.
Yeah,
The fact that he
Like, he's
couldn't do
already-
more, I felt so bad.
he's way ahead.
I'm
Yo, Gasly and Colopinto though, can we get Colopinto out of here? Can we?
Yeah.
Colopinto, the poor guy, has not been able to defend the reason for him to be there, and he keeps. I guess like he had a good quali. He got into round 2. He just beat Verstappen out, but I think that's all he's done really, right? Finish the
I'm
race last race, I guess.
I'm crazy impressed by Alpine, actually.
Oh yeah.
Like
No.
being able to be where they are.
I'm crazy impressed by Alpine and Gasly. I'm not
Gasly.
impressed by Colapinto.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
Also, our honorary Colapinto man is not here, so we can shit on him all we want.
Yeah.
because it's
It
also
wasn't his fault for the crash, and he's doing the best he can.
yeah. Would y'all wear a
He's
knee
giving you
pad?
guys-
This is super random. Would y'all wear a knee pad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
In hindsight now. But I
So
don't think I would've.
for those that don't know, because Carlos is looking very confused,
With Barron.
the racers sometimes put knee pads or like on their essentially
like-
sideways knee
it's like
pads,
on
so
one
they're on their
knee.
inside. Yeah, it's on the inside of their knee. So like with the like
Yeah,
G
vibrating,
forces,
yeah.
they can essentially like
Slide a little bit.
hold themselves,
Hold
but
them
also not
close.
like hit their knees on
Yeah,
like the
dude.
cockpit inside.
Okay.
So
Dude, his
Unless some
knees
big
went
legs, I think they might
click
fill it up.
clack. I bet he hurt his
Yeah.
kneecaps, dude. When he hit the wall sideways, it was like
for
100%. He heard his kneecaps and his ankles go like I don't know how you don't wear a freaking knee brace. But I mean,
Well, I
to
think that's
each-
his learning
to each his
experience
own.
there. I'm sure he'll do it after this.
maybe I don't know.
We'll find
the
out
dude's
next
fine.
race.
Yeah, in a
I don't know.
month
He has
he'll be back.
actually he has light knee contusions.
Dude, I
So,
thought
yeah,
he
there's
like
that.
shattered his ankles when he was walking out. When he was
Light knee-
limping out of the car.
How
was
bad
like,
are
oh,
light knee
dude.
contusions? Y'all that watch more sports, how much would that get him out for?
I don't know, man. I don't
No.
know what sport gives you knee contusions. I mean, I guess football because you go helmet to
Get
knee,
hit. Yeah.
but
I mean, if it's a
I don't know. It's not that bad. I would assume it's not
Yeah.
like you tore your ligaments or anything.
no,
I mean,
it's literally
to a
just
certain point would, if you fall.
anyone who's like falling on
Yeah.
concrete, you've had a knee
Yeah.
contusion.
Basketball people.
Any
Yeah.
bruising around the knee.
What do y'all think about Ocon and Verstappen's fight? Ocon and Verstappen hate each other, right? I've seen so many
I
videos.
wouldn't.
Of
I
them
wouldn't
fighting
say
and
they
screaming.
hate each other, but you know, Ocon did some
Yeah,
stupid
they-
stuff back in the day, and they fought in the garage.
Famous.
Ocon, I feel like
Just
Ocon has
showing-
beef with a good amount of the current drivers.
Yeah.
God, dude.
Who Alonso?
Is that another one that we need out? Because you know,
Yes, please. I don't need him on Haas anymore. I need somebody. I don't care if they do worse. I just want better vibes. Fuck Ocon.
You don't think the
no,
team
but
likes Ocon?
Ocon and Behrman get along
They've been
really
a good
well.
duo. Yeah, they've been a good duo for each other.
But
I
in
think
terms
the
of
team likes
skill, I
Ocon,
just
too.
think Ocon needs to be out. Stroll needs to be out. Ocon
Behrman's
needs to
been
be out. Colapinto needs to be out. That's the low hanging fruit.
Question:
Yeah.
Is Bortoleto part of that, or has he just been screwed with
No.
a crap car?
Bortoleto's good.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
I mean, it's a crap car. Like the Audi is not good, and he has 2 points. He's outperformed Hulkenberg handsomely.
I think if they had a better start, I think Bortoleto Hulkenberg have a chance of double pointing. Because Hulkenberg, I mean, I think Hulkenberg's proven that he can still race well, and Bortoleto, I think without a doubt, is when you talk about the rookies, I think
He's
except
not a
for
rookie anymore, but
he's not a rookie, but when you talk about like the new upcoming
year's
drivers, I think
Yeah.
I think none of the new like true upcoming drivers, like except for maybe Liam Lawson, like show that they have a lot of potential and like in a good
not
car
Kimi.
could what?
Wait,
not
you said
Kimi?
Kimi? You said Liam is the only one that has potential?
No, Liam doesn't.
Oh, so it's the
All the
opposite. So everyone
new
else looks like they have
upcoming
potential except for Liam.
drivers, except for
Okay.
Liam Lawson, I think all like put in a
Agreed.
right car with the right team could all be like champions. Like Hadjar,
Okay.
Bortoleto, Behrman, Kimi.
Quick segment. Gilbert,
Yeah.
rank your young drivers.
Young drivers?
Yeah.
I think honestly, I'm gonna go Behrman number 1.
Berman.
Over Kimi?
Kimi's got the car, bro. Kimi's got the. I think I
Berman's
don't
got
know.
the head.
I don't know who won their. I don't think either of them won their F2 season, but I think between Kimi, if you put Kimi and Ollie in the same car, I think Ollie's got the freaking huevos to freaking push Kimi out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
I
just
think
me though.
Ollie and
Okay.
Kimmy's like the Aston
So
Martin.
who comes after Ollie?
I'm between Kimi and Hajar, I think, right now. I don't know.
You put Hajar
I wanna believe in
up
Hajar.
there.
I wanna believe in Hajar more. I feel like I don't know. He's up against Max on a Red Bull that kind of sucks ass. Is fighting with Alpine, and honestly sometimes fighting with he was stuck fighting
So
with Haas and Alpine.
Oh, yeah.
I wanna throw a wrench in all this real quick. 2024 F2 standings. Number 1, Portoleto.
Oh,
He was
Number
number one. I
2,
knew that.
Number 2, Isaac Hajar. Skip a whole bunch, go to 6, Antonelli. Skip a whole bunch, go to 12th, Ollie Behrman.
Oh, okay. I think no, that definitely changes things. Cause New Bordelito was good, but I forgot he
What?
won.
It doesn't change shit. You've seen them do F1. F2 means nothing when
Yes,
you're in F1.
but-
You've seen them do F1 in different machinery.
Yes.
You haven't seen any of them in the same car,
Hmm.
and
But they never will be. So who cares?
They could. Maybe they won't one
part
day.
of the- that's part of the racing.
one they could, but you could also get them in similar cars.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think you really have them any of them in like similar cars. Maybe you have Hajar now and Behrman in similar cars with the Red Bull and the Haas, which is sad to say, but
Boy.
So yeah, maybe I'm underrating Bordelito, but I do like him. I do like him a lot. So
I like them a lot too.
yeah,
So,
how do you
I pretty much just flipped your entire ranking there.
You did. No, you absolutely did. You absolutely. I got Hadger though. Hadger was up there.
Too. Yeah.
You know,
How do you?
Ringwald looks really good, but I do not like him. But like, I respect him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like his personality. Maybe he just sounds still like a little tweeter once he
If-
starts talking with a little more deepness in his voice. But like, he's good. He's fucking destroying everything he does. It's showing up real well.
Did you watch the YouTube video where him and Max race like different kinds of cars?
Yes.
I did not.
Oh yeah.
Watch that, and I feel like you'll like him less.
Oh yeah, oh man. Wait, why?
It's just
The
he's
car
clearly
team
this
did.
kid that like he races Formula One and he knows about cars in this like closed off sphere,
Okay.
but knows nothing about these other cars. So they're supposed to pick cars as like, oh, pick a car that you think is going to be great for this situation. Max goes and picks like the perfect car for it, and then
Yeah.
he goes and picks like some random car that like makes no sense for this, and you're like, do you know about cars or do you just know Formula racing?
God, how old is he? He's like 18, right? 19.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
I have no idea.
I do like how he really builds himself up in interviews. I did real good. I'm happy because I did really good. And
dude, he
everyone else
reminds
seems so
me.
humble, and he's just like, no, I'm great.
He reminds me of Stable Ronaldo. From
Yes,
like the clips that I've seen of Stable Ronaldo, that's what he.
I don't
That's
see
the
a lot of
energy.
him, but that's exactly right.
From just the clips I've seen, because I don't watch Stable Ronaldo, but from the clips I've seen of him, they give me the same vibe and the same energy. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's just Gen Z, or he's young Gen Z, skibbity 6'7" type of energy. Y'all think Mercedes is cheating with the front wing or no?
Okay, so I saw that and it's like apparently it was just some hydraulic issue where they miscalculated how much hydraulic pressure they needed to send to the wing. So depending on how fast of a straight it was, it put more pressure on the wing, so it closed slower, and apparently they fixed it. So
Yeah, I didn't see
I think-
anyone's
And they
smoothing
still won.
for Japan.
If anyone else is allowed to do it, and they haven't, but they complain that they're doing it, I think
no, they're not allowed to. This was like
Oh, they're not
a malfunction thing,
I didn't hear
as
about
they claim anyways.
Yeah.
But it was like, hey, we have these hydraulic pumps that like flip the wings back up, and we thought it would take X amount of force, but it actually required more than that. So now our wings, instead of closing in 400 milliseconds, it closes in 1,000 milliseconds.
Yeah.
So,
It looked like it would close and then it would continue to close, and that gives you more grip around the corners. More downforce, I believe. I don't know. I thought I thought the racing was really interesting because I didn't expect McLaren to be anywhere near the top. I thought the top was going to be ruled by Mercedes and Ferrari, and I think Hamilton's really upset with finishing what did he finish? Sixth? Yeah. Lando got that little up on him at the end.
you know who I'm really impressed by? Speaking about McLaren, Piastri.
Yeah.
The fact that this guy has not
So good.
been able to race so far this season because of just
Mega
general
start.
BS. And he just comes out, he's in first place, he holds off Russell, he pulls away, he's 2 seconds ahead. He has the confidence to tell his team, is like, hey, as long as we have track position, I think we got this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. No, I think he did a really good. The safety car for me is when the race kind of got boring afterward.
Agreed.
Because like I felt like up to that point it was really exciting, and I don't know if it's just because like we expected Mercedes to dominate and they weren't. It was Oscar Piastri. It was Russell who kind of was working his way up the order. It was Kimi who was stuck behind. And I was complaining about that. I was like, "Come on, Kimi, you're the Lisan Al Gaib. What are you doing? Why are you stuck behind these people?" But then you switched it around, and Russell had the same issues. So
yeah, no, I fully agree. Before the safety car, it was great because you had Kimi on pole, went down to 6th off the start. Terrible start, looked like Max Verstappen in the first 2 races. And just got passed up by everybody. Then you have Piastri out in front, and which is not what anyone expected. The Ferraris had a great start, like always. And Kimi's kind of struggling to get through. Russell makes a couple passes. He's there competing. He's in 2nd place. Kimi's kind of nowhere. It takes him forever to catch up and make some passes. And you kind of have like this like mixture of things where people are really supposed to be. And then you kind of had people start to go in different directions in terms of strategy. So you're like, oh, which one's actually going to start to work out? And then safety car, everyone's on the same thing. And then it kind of just got, a little dull. Piastri, got screwed. Russell got screwed, but I'm fine with that. Fuck Mercedes. Fuck Russell.
Yo, his face of absolute seething anger. Oh, delicious.
Nothing against him personally, but it's just fuck Mercedes.
Yeah, poor Mercedes. Do you like Toto? How do you not like Toto?
No,
Toto's so lovable.
I don't like Toto.
What has he done to you? You're still probably a Christian Horner fan, huh? You freak.
No, I've never liked Christian Horner ever.
No?
I thought he was a sleazy. I mean, I think that easy to say now, but
yeah,
he always gave me sleazy vibes.
Do you see that he's trying to come back with Audi?
Yeah.
You think he gets a chance? And if he gets a chance, do they let him? Like, he wasn't fired from FIA. They just let him go from the team. He should be allowed to join without a problem, right?
I mean, there's no rules against him joining. It's just a matter of like, do you as a team want him representing you, but do you want to take on that like PR battle you're gonna have to have?
Yeah.
And he's probably not gonna stop. He had a wife. Nothing was stopping him in the first place. He just got found out. So like,
just got caught red-handed. That's it.
Yeah, like
you don't think the getting caught will stop him? Once a bad guy, always a bad guy. No change.
Where's with a little slap on the wrist, bro? Come on, no.
Now he's just gonna be more sneaky about it, but
I feel like I don't know. I don't know too much about. Is it Binote? Binotti,
Minotti. Yeah, Minotti.
the new principal for Audi.
Oh, he was the old Ferrari one.
Yeah, he was
Did
the old
y'all
Ferrari one.
did y'all think he was good as the old Ferrari one? Or
No,
No.
no?
When I
you
joined
mad at
F1,
me?
he was
Come
there and
on.
he was ass, and he never did good. So I never got to see Ferrari do good.
Question: Is he the one that was in charge of Ferrari when they had the whole
When they had
engine?
Carlos Sainz and
No, when they had the whole engine issue, where not issue, where they got caught cheating because they
Oh,
would
for the measurements?
pump more fuel. Yeah, they would pump more fuel between the.
I think so.
I honestly can't think of anyone before him, Binotti. He was there, and then it was Fred for me. That's like as far as like my Ferrari knowledge is.
He was appointed replacing Maurizio Arrivabene. I don't know what the fuck his name is. 2019.
Oh, okay.
So I
So he
think
was
that
only there for
was that
4
season.
seasons.
Yeah.
I think it was that 2019 season where that happened.
Yeah, spanning from 2019 to 2022. That's
So.
very short. What the fuck? Wow.
Well, I mean,
They're longer.
Ferrari didn't really do anything in that span, so.
True.
I mean,
I'm
2022 they had a chance, but
I do love that he was the most Italian looking motherfucker in the world. Like you saw him and you're like, yeah, of course, Ferrari, of course, yeah. There's no question.
I'm
yeah,
surprised.
he fit the script.
I'm
He fit the script
surprised
so well.
he came back to Audi in the first place before they got this other dude who already left. And I don't get how you go into this new project and you're like super excited about it and you tell the media how much you love being there and how like it's like such a thing that comes with love and blah blah blah. And then like the moment you get offered a bigger contract, you like you're like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm off to a worse team, by the way. Like, I don't know how you go from Audi, who are like okay and doing all right in these new regs, to being like, yeah,
Are
I'll
they
go to
doing
the.
all right?
I mean, they're doing
Hold up.
better than Aston Martin. You
Yeah,
know?
but that doesn't mean that they'll end up being better long term. I mean, I think the Aston Martin job is probably better simply because you have Adrian Newey designing your car now.
Mm-hmm.
You
True.
have Daddy Stroll pumping in money and being like, I got to make this work.
Can I say a hot take? I think Adrian Newey's he's of the past. He's a dinosaur. Everyone still gives him all the love because of what he's done in the past. I think he's done.
His
Like I respect what he's
specialty.
done, but
No, so his specialty is aerodynamics, and that is
That
not
hasn't
something that
changed.
changes with time. Aerodynamics is aerodynamics. Air flows in one way when you do certain things. Like that's not gonna change. You're not gonna have these like giant breakthroughs. He just has a mind that makes
He
but
makes it
understands how
innovations
things
I
work
think
a lot
sometimes
better.
pass people that are too old to want to agree and do the innovations. Has innovations not passed him?
I don't think so. I
I
think
mean,
he's one of those where he's just like so.
Ahead of everyone else.
he likes wind a
No,
lot.
it's like so he's just so in
Okay,
love with it. Like
Yeah.
he has that like, oh, I'm obsessed with this thing. The way he walks around the paddock or like
Yeah, he's a lord. He's a fucking
just
god.
studying every car and he's like looking at it and studying it and making notes and stuff. You can see that this is his passion.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
He looks like a freaking ostrich when he's looking around. He's like, I don't know.
He looks so old
That's
now.
just
The poor
me.
guy. I feel like he's gonna trip.
Yeah, but like,
Break a hit.
I don't know. Wind's wind. You know, wind
Wind's
surface like that's. I feel like that's never gonna change unless like. I feel like the things that do change are how easy you were able to make the materials and how more complex. Because people back in like what the 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s
Steel.
couldn't dream
That
of having like the amount of details you can have on a car now. Have y'all seen like
Yeah.
have y'all seen like the extra tiny wing on the Alpine?
no.
On the
What?
back where their hydraulic system is for to like open and close the wing, it like curves up and there's like a mini little wing. And then
I
on the Ferrari too, they have like a bunch of like little tiny like cuts like towards the back and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think
Oh.
I'll have to study that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like same thing with the braking.
That's what I mean by innovation. Like you're right, wind will never change, but the way you
Mhm.
design a car may, and like breakthroughs.
Yeah. I
I
think
mean,
the
as long as you're up
tools.
to date, you should be fine.
Yeah, I think the tools will help make better breakthroughs. Like the wind tunnels will get better. The way that you print out carbon fiber will probably get better. What else? Have you seen how they make the braking systems? This is like a super like kind of random tangent. Braking systems are like the way they make them is now they're using AI to find the places where, so like you know how like a regular disc brake is, they use AI to find any places where there shouldn't be any structure and it'll clear it out. And the way that they're able to print out metal now, they're able to make these like super complex braking systems that essentially are just the parts that touch the car and the parts that touch the brakes to the to the brake disc or whatever.
We'll attach a link because I don't understand.
No, yeah, this super random.
I like it. So it is better braking essentially. They've innovated on the braking.
Yeah, and it's more like just like getting rid of weight, and then like how good can you make the brake before it like breaks, before it just like
Is that the next biggest
shatters.
breakthrough? Like when did carbon fiber become a thing, and what's gonna beat that?
Carbon fiber has been a thing for
Yes.
well over
30
20
years?
years,
Mm-hmm.
longer.
Yeah, but not all of
But in
F1's
Formula
career,
One,
right?
yeah, no.
I feel like
The cars were like fiberglass and back in the day. It was
yeah.
no safety standards whatsoever. No helmets.
Real
Yeah.
getting in there and maybe dying every race.
Yeah, now you just, press a button and pass somebody with no balls.
You crash at 50 G's and you get a little knee contusion. You got a little knee
Yeah.
contusion. I'm fine.
Dude.
Before they get
That's the
decapitated.
good part.
Yeah, that's the good part.
Yeah, no, yeah. You could crash into a wall going well over what, rest in
100
peace.
plus.
Yeah. What killed Senna would probably, he'd probably be fine. He'd probably be like, "Oh, I'm okay." And like walk
Well,
away.
no, Senna got hit by like the steering column straight to the helmet.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot it wasn't just
No,
That's still GG's, I think. Yeah.
you gotta.
yeah.
It's the crashes like Leclerc's cousin. Oh, I forgot his name. No, it happened in Japan. He hit the back of like one of those like lifts.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
Yeah. And he got decapitated. I
Yeah,
don't
pretty much.
yeah. That's freaking crazy.
No,
But
no
Grosjean
halo.
went
back
through
in those
something
days.
similar. He would have been decapitated if he didn't have the halo, and he was able to walk out of that fire. Freaking crazy.
The fucking minute fire.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
engulfing him.
but it sounds like we're kind of simmering down a little bit. Before we
Yeah.
move on to next month, because there's no races in April. Do you want to go over predictions?
Ooh, yes.
For
So we had predictions for Japan. Daniel didn't want to join us last time, so he didn't have any predictions. He missed out. But Gilbert, he predicted a Kimi win in Japan. Good job.
Predicting the winner that wins again. Nice.
No one predicted Oscar Piastri, so no one got any second place points.
Bam.
And I predicted Leclerc, so I got a third place point.
Nice.
I would have predicted Piastri, so I'll just take the second place points.
You
Dude,
would
there's
not have
no
predicted
way.
anything.
You would have not predicted
My
Piastri.
top guys: Hadar, Piastri, Behrman. Those are my boys. If any of those three win, I'm happy.
I forgot, Carlos.
Okay,
Who
but
did
you
you
didn't say
do?
anything. I said
Carlos predicted Russell.
That's a good choice.
technically he would have won if
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
it
good
could have been. It
choice.
could have been
He
a very
wouldn't have
different
won
race.
anything, man. He wouldn't have won anything. Piastri was up there. But
Trash.
okay, let's do predictions for what's the next one? Miami.
Yeah.
Miami, baby. I suck at
Okay,
Miami. I would
so
lose.
let's start with Daniel.
Anyone?
Yeah, who do you
Yeah.
think
Who do you
gonna
think's Who do you think's gonna win?
I think Miami. You know what? I think Piastri is gonna win,
Mm-hmm.
and I
win?
think that
Bold.
Antonelli is gonna get third.
No, you don't have to tell us specifically.
Yeah.
It's just to win.
Russell's gonna get second. Antonelli, third.
Okay. Uh,
Crash is
so
finish.
Gilbert.
Oh man. I don't know, dude. Do I just stick with Kimi? I'm just gonna stick with Kimi again. I don't think he'll win Miami, but I'll just stick with Kimi again. Maybe he'll go on a
Carlos?
generational run.
It hurts to say, but Russell.
Oh God. Okay.
Same predictions as
Ooh.
last time.
So
They just have the car, dude. That's it.
Yeah.
do I?
A month from now, they maybe someone else is the card, dude. Maybe Piastri, you
There's a
know.
lot of time.
Maybe
yeah.
McLaren lock out one too.
Yeah.
Maybe Ferrari lock out one too.
Am I allowed to pick the same person someone else picked?
No.
Are we allowed to do repeats?
I don't know, dude.
Okay,
Who would
I'll
you have
pick.
chosen?
Check with the FIA.
I would have picked George,
Oh,
but
Mr.
since
Rush.
we'll go with no repeats, I'll go Lando.
Oh,
Leclerc?
wow.
Oh.
Ferrari has no chance,
Not a
guys.
single choice.
No
Okay,
chance.
So this is my logic here. So if we have to take into account what Miami is,
Mhm.
Miami's very high speed
Oh, super clipping for
S's,
sure.
that long straight next to the highway. You're
Is the
just
battery gonna last?
Dude, it's
It
not, bro.
won't. It won't. But this is where the Mercedes power unit just comes in and dominates. I think that Ferrari is going to do really well in that first half of the track where you have those high speed turns. And then that like intricate little like left right hand underneath the bridge, but then like that just ginormous straight in the back is just not gonna be
It is very long.
fun to defend against when you have a Mercedes behind you. So since I can't repeat and Kimi and George are taken, I'll take another Mercedes power unit.
Ooh. Oh no, that first turn in Miami always gets someone out. So we'll see who comes out first.
Ocon.
Yeah, but it's a high speed turn,
Ocon.
which is it's fun. I think that's in Ferrari's favor. But I just don't see them being able to hold up on the straight.
Do you think they come out as top again? You think Leclerc and Hamilton get around everyone and be like top 1, 2, 2, 3?
Probably.
Maybe.
It'll be
Straight away?
between Ferrari and McLaren.
I mean, they're
Yeah.
I just don't know how they qualify. It's hard to tell because in order for them to be up front, they have to qualify like third, fourth, fifth type of range, and I just don't know how the qualifying will come out with that ginormous straight. I think they could probably pull back enough time, so I think they do have a chance. Those fast turns in the first half of the circuit is just it's their bread and butter. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I look forward to. I can't wait a month, until we have Formula One again. In the meantime, I think WEC is going to be starting, so maybe we'll make a video about that. I don't know, but music.
Nice.
This has been Ninth Gear podcast, where I don't know if we found the ninth gear today. Maybe the Papayas will find the ninth gear and win out Miami. I don't know. But yeah, in the search has been Carlos, Oscar, Daniel, and myself, Gilberto. And yeah, will Alonso get cancer? I don't know. See you in the next one.
he just had a kid. Man. He just got a kid.
Holy